Hello my lovelies. Right, this is my my video for Stamp Around the UK vlog hop, and the theme is my favourite technique. Now I love alcohol and blender pens. I just love it as a background, and I've used it for numerous things. I've even made flowers from it. So we're going to create some backgrounds, and then I'll create two cards, one using it as a background and the other using it as maybe cut some daisies maybe. Oh, I've chosen 4 colours. They're quite, well, they're quite bright colours, but they won't be as bright once we put them onto the vellum. So I am just going to, so I've got a bottle of 99.98% isopropanol alcohol basically, and I'm just going to put a little bit in my dish. And I have an old paintbrush. I only use this one for my alcohol as I don't want to ruin my good ones. I also have a spritzer that I have marked with an A, which means it's got alcohol in it, and then I have another spritzer that has just water in it. So I've got 4 colours. I may bring out more colours, and I've got my Wink of Stella because this is alcohol. It reacts, and it really does make a nice effect on the vellum. So I am just going to move my mat out of the way while we do this, because it will soak through and I don't want to warp my board. So I have a scrap piece here. So we're going to take our colours and we're just going to randomly scribble like patches all over our piece of vellum. So we're just going to go here and we're just going to pop some colour down like so. Now I'm using brushes where the tips have already not died, but they're quite old, so they've, and my 4-year-old is renowned for getting into my stash. That's the wrong end. I think this one's actually quite good. There we go. This one's quite good. My Magenta Madness seems to be lasting forever. Sad times that it's retiring. So if you want Magenta Madness, I mean, why wouldn't you want this bright pink? I mean, it's gorgeous. I have a light Night of Navy. Oh, mixed colours a bit there, didn't I? Whoops. There we go. Oh. And then we've got dark Granny Apple Green, which I'm just going to fill in the remainder bits. If I do mix the colours a little bit with my pen, all I do is scribble off, look, and it soon goes back to just Granny Apple. So it won't affect your pen. You just got to scribble off a little bit to get rid of the excess colour. Right, so now this is the fun bit. So you just do that. Now you can either spray it with alcohol, or you can soak your paintbrush and then just do like tap your pen and do droplets. And the more you soak it, the bigger the droplets will be. So you're mixing all the colours in and creating a beautiful bright background. I have cut out some a couple of shapes. I may need some more, but I will go off. I will cut them as we need them, but I won't cut them so we can make the video nice, not too long. So what I'll do is I will do this stage. Now, if it starts to curl up like that, what you can do is just grab a little bit of tape. Because I won't be using the whole piece, it doesn't matter if a little bit of my 2 edges hasn't got ink on it, because I will be trimming this down to the size I want. So that's that. I'm quite happy with that. Maybe a little bit here and here. So you can let it dry a little bit, and if you take your paintbrush and splat again, as you can see, it causes more. And then you can get your heat tool if you want to help it to dry quicker. But this is where I want to just add, I don't know if you'll see it on camera, but it just adds some splatters. But where the Wink of Stella hits the paper, the vellum, it reacts again. But obviously it's only little tiny specks. And it's a shame you can't see, because the Wink of Stella moves on the paper. So it kind of looks like it's glistening without you needing any light to make it do it. Let's try my other pen, because I got more out of this one last time. There we go. This one seems to want to splat more. But I just wanted some shiny part. Now this is beautiful and bright, so I am going to pause my video and I will be back in a second when I've dried it off. Right, okay, that is nice and dry. Well, it's mostly dry. So I am just going to take the tape off either end and remove my piece of paper. Now, you can get different effects with this. So you can have it this way, which is nice and bright. You can turn it over for a more subtle kind of look. Bright is what I am going for. So I'm thinking, now, see, now I've put that onto there, it looks very pink. And then I was thinking maybe that, or even a gold one on there. So, but I think that it would look better with, there you go, look, I really like that, with a white background. So I think what I'll do is I will pause the video, I will cut my vellum down, and I will come back and show you what I'm going to do. Right, so I have cut out, now I've run out of the Stampin' Up! Gold. I wish it was, because I've only got this matted gold, which isn't quite what I wanted, but it'll do. So as I put that on top of there, it does make it more golden underneath, and then I'm going to mat it onto a black card base, like so. So then what I thought I would do was, what I've done is, now I know Season's Blessings, so these are the dies. No, sorry, it's not Season's Blessings. Batik Boutique is retiring, and I absolutely adore this set. I'm going to do a video on a One Sheet Wonder again with these, because it was so nice last time. I want to try again with some different colours and things. So what I've done is I've cut out 2 of these flowers, 2 of these leaves, which is lovely. This one gives you two parts to the cutout, which I may use both, because you've got the big leaf and then you've got the inner part, which is the little black, looks like a little leaf of some shape, doesn't it? So I've done that, and then I've got a black outline, which is this one, which does give you extra to that, but I didn't want those. And then I cut out a base piece in gold, because I like that on there like that, but I think it would look even nicer with this piece on. Now, I don't like the fact that these pieces aren't attached, so I will trim those off once I've glued that onto there. So let's see how we're going to place this. So, and with this card, if you do a whole A4 sheet of vellum and you do the ink and the alcohols, the blending brushes, then the alcohol on an A4 sheet, you can get quite a few cards out of it, because you don't have to use the whole, you know, the full piece like that. I have a couple of I have some bits left from where I've just trimmed this piece down. So I'd probably use one of these two or trim a piece off the edge of there just to do down the inside of the card. So I'm going to glue that onto there. So let's glue these card base pieces down because we are definitely keeping those there. So we'll glue the gold down. So I'm just checking that my card base opens the right way because, you know, it's been known. I've done it before. I've glued them the wrong way around. Oh dear. There's always a way out of it though, because when I've done it before, I have been known to cut it off here and then just glue it onto a new card base. But then that's not ideal. So this time now, I don't want it to be, because this is dark, you're not going to see the tear and tape through it, but, and I had a slight accident with my tear and tape. I dropped it on the floor and then proceeded to run it over. So, you know, there was that incident. So it got stuck on the wheel of my office chair. So I'm just putting a little bit in each corner just to hold it down. It doesn't need a whole lot. You could even put one into the middle, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wing it and pray it works, which I'm sure it will. So let's get these pieces off. And then, like I said, you can use the dark side or you can use the more muted side, but I'm a bright kind of girl, so I like the brighter side. So I'm going to stick those down on there. See, look at that. I just love this. This is my favourite technique, and I haven't done it for a while, so this was a very good excuse to do it again. Is just following the line of the black around just to take those two little bits off, and I just think it makes it look cleaner when you do that. So that is going to go there. So let me see what we can do. I don't even know if I'm going to use these, but because they don't look quite the same, because they don't have the gold backing to them. No, don't. What we could do actually is glue them. That's what I'm going to do. So we will glue them. I have a piece of scrap gold here. So if I glue them onto the gold, I can just literally just cut around it, and then my little brain will be happy that they're all coordinating. Adding them, and then like nope, nope, nope. And then we'll add some gems on as well anyway, so they will not go to waste. Okay, so let me pause and I will be back. So I think we're going to go with this layout. And then I'm going to add a few gems. Sorry, COVID's left me with a funny old cough. It's not there all the time, just sometimes. Right, let's find some dimensionals. and we shall get some sticky downies. To get my fine tip glue. Now this is still Tombow because I've just decanted it into this bottle because I am horrendous with glue at the best of times. So as you can see, I'm still putting way too much on, but I can try and spread it out a bit, I think. So we're going to fill up like so. Once I get the hang of how much to squeeze without getting it stuck, obviously. So then a bit more here, and I'll try and get the tip of there as well. And then there we go. Nice little thank you card. Thanks, and then you could put inside thanks so much, or you know, anything you want to put inside. So let's have a look. Let's just see if this is, oh look at that, leftover scrap paper, and because it's, the ink doesn't go through the Stampin' Up paper, which is amazing. So if you do use it and you don't, nobody'd know that that other side of that was an invitation. So okay, so we've glued a piece inside, and then what I would like to do is add maybe a strip of colour for the inside. What's that one? Oh, that's long enough. So for this one I am going to use liquid glue because it's very thin, and if I use tear and tape it will probably be too wide for the glue. So if I do this, I can get it, and I can move it around a little bit, get it where I want it, and I will get the excess glue off. See, and then you've just got a nice little stripe of your beautiful, what looks like tie-dye alcohol blending. Let me have a look. What have we got? Excuse my children shouting in the background. So let's have a look. I have a thank you here somewhere. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off the thank you at the top there. So it says thanks on the outside, and then I'll put for sharing your heart on the inside. Oh, don't you just love this stamp set? Okay, let's have a look. So, where is my block? Excuse my beautiful arm. Okay, so we need a piece of just a, oh, maybe, will that be big enough? Yes. So we do this, then we decide what colour we are going to stamp. So I think we'll just stamp in black, and we shall just do this. Then you take the piece of tape off before you stamp in the card. And look at that, see? So then you've maced off the thank you, and it's thanks for sharing your heart. So cute. Okay, and then, just because we can, what we can do is bring back in our little stamp set. I've put these covers on because I now store my dies in the same box and I don't like them to stick to my dies. Let's grab this, and then I'm going to use a pink, but I'm going to stamp it off a few times so that it isn't too bright. So where did I put my piece of scrap? Here it is. Oh, there we go, that should be plenty. And then I'm just going to go right over the writing like so, and then you have a little extra detail. And there we go, guys. Let me just show you actually a daisy punched out before we go. So you can take, I know one of them is retiring, I think it's the large daisy, but I have scraps left from here, and you literally just punch it out as you would normally. Now if you were being like, you wanted to have the certain colours showing, you just choose your area that you're going to do it, and then just keep you punching it. Right, so we have 3 layers now. Let's get my little foam pad. Let's tidy up a bit first, shall we? Let's just, you know, clear the decks. I'm making a mess everywhere. Right, so now you can still shape vellum. So we're just going to go, and I'm just grabbing my ball tool, which actually I have for mandalas, but I use it for flowers as well. So all I'm doing is going up and down the petals and pulling them in. And I don't want it to curl too much, just enough. And then I'm going to put a dot of glue because I like this one the best, so this is going to be my top. So let's put these on here. So that one's going to go on there, and all you do is offset it slightly so the petals are not directly in line with the one below, and the same again. And then let me see if I can find, oh, let's whip up a quick card, shall we, just to say, just to show what we can do. Should we go with that colour? Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. And then we shall quickly, she says quickly, there's never any quickly, is there? Just going to grab some sort of DSP that I can use as a background. Now, I quite like that. I wouldn't normally put those two colours together, but I think it works. So let's quickly make a card with my new little daisy on it. So 10.5. I need to trim her out the way, otherwise we're just going to chop it off. Check that's the right length. So we also need to trim this one. So this is directional paper, even though it doesn't look it, it is. So I'm just going to trim that off there. So I've cut my card base at 14.5 by 10, and I've just cut my matting layer to 10 by 14 so that I've got a matting layer. And I'm going to glue this down. Like so. Okay, so then we're going to use our flower. Oops, spinning around there. Okay, do we have enough for... Do we have enough for another daisy? I think we do. Just a 2-layer daisy this time. I should have done 2 layers on the other one. It would have given me plenty then, wouldn't it? Okay, so again, I'm just going to shape it with my ball tool, and then I'm going to add one on top of the other, making sure I offset them like so. Right, so we now have 2 daisies, and I'm just going to pause while I find a sentiment. Right, so I found a couple of scrap pieces of cardstock, Basic White and Rich Razzleberry, which is what the card base is. And I found a nice little stamp, and it says, "I'm here for you. Seriously, try and get rid of me. Just try." Sounds a bit stalkerish, doesn't it? Okay, so I am also going to stamp this in... Ooh, what colour should we stamp it in? I think we'll do Rich Razzleberry. Oh no, Blackberry Bliss, because it's that bit darker for a sentiment. So let's get this stamped. Okay, so try and get it central. But I found a piece slightly bigger than I needed, because clearly I can't stamp straight as it seems. So I'm just going to straighten this up a bit. Like so. Oh, stuck in the runner now. That's great. Let me just get that out of there. There we go. And is out. And this side. Like so. Okay, that's better. Oh, definitely need to order some more blades. Okay, right, and then my piece of, so this is 2.5, so I'll cut this at 3. And then the other way is 6, so I'll cut this at 6.5. Oh dear. Right, so if you get this where it's like frayed at the edge, if you've got a little, oh, my little fox just fell off. If you've got a nail file, what you can do is put it down and then just run it across the card stock. Although I think this one's getting a bit, oh there we go, I can feel it now. And you just run it across a little bit along that edge, and it just takes off that frayed part. Just going to pop that there. Then our sentiment, which I forgot where I put it, is that it's still not quite straight. That's going to bug me, that is. Okay, where's my scissors? Let's just straighten it up a little bit more. That's better. Right, so I'm going to glue these two together. Don't worry, I know it's upside down. Makes no difference when you're gluing it. Let's get rid of that frayed edge there. There we go. Oh, bit of glue sticking out there. So that is going to go in the middle, and then I'm going to put the daisies. Should I put them together maybe? Let's have a look. Put the sentiment in the middle, daisy either side, and then add some gems. And I've just realised I didn't add any gems to the other one. So, Dimensionales, where did you go? There you are. So I think we'll only need 4. Or actually, maybe 5. Or maybe 6, because of the middle. So let's just take the backs off these. Okay. So that's going to go in the middle, like so. And then I wonder whether we should just put them like that. One on either corner. Yep, we're going to do that. So I'm going to pop it down, but because it's vellum, you do need to hold it there just for a few seconds, because vellum doesn't like to stick. If I was to make it again, I would make it both with 3 of the things, but I was getting carried away with myself, getting all excited. Right, so let's have a look in here. I do have these bigger gems left. Where's my pick tool? I think we'll go with the paler pink. Just to go in the middle, like so. And then I have these. These are just the most stunning gems. Iridescent rhinestones, basic jewels. They are beautiful. So then with this, I'm just going to just share a bit of sparkly love on the card, and it doesn't matter how many you use, but I just like to use an odd number because apparently it just works better. So you have lots of sparkle, and that's how you can make daisies with your blending pens and alcohol vellum paper stuff. Right, there we go. Right, thank you for that. Let's just put some of these on here because these are beautiful, and they do take up the colour of what's underneath as well. So I'm going to pop one there. And I'm going to put a medium one there. And I think we'll give the 2 little flowers down here one each as well. So it adds a bit of bling to the card as well. And then we're going to add just a couple of the... I think that might be a bit big. Let's go slightly smaller. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one there. And that one there. And I think that will do. So there we go. 2 cards, alcohol, vellum, blending pen, or blending pens on vellum, then add alcohol, and it makes the most gorgeous paper. And you can use it as backgrounds, you could cut flowers. I did a whole wedding card with it once. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I have lots of other videos. If you'd like to have a look and subscribe. I also have a Facebook page. All the details you need are below, including my shop. And I hope to see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.